Good morning, Tony Virtue speaking with our regular monthly update, and an early happy Christmas to you all. Quite a good few weeks on the markets. November really did kick on. I think the Trump effect probably helped. Reminds me a little bit of the Reagan years where a lot of infrastructure spending, looking to get government investing, reducing company tax, and the net effect of that was really a more sort of confident market, I suppose. At the end of the day, there was plenty of debt left behind, and you'd expect that will be the case here. The effect of that will also be that interest rates will go up, certainly in America, and we're probably at the bottom of the cycle here. Indeed, if you look at the major banks, they've been lifting their 5-year rates over the last week, 2 weeks. So that's a bit of a guide to you all now that this is probably the bottom of the market. As I was preparing this, we did have a couple of events happen, and things happened quickly here. So the Italian Prime Minister has just resigned, and they had a referendum over there really about who was controlling decision making in the country and how independent that was from the rest of Europe. So could be an interesting night over there tonight. All of these economies are very, very interrelated, obviously, and look out for the Italian banking sector because they owe a lot of money to a lot of people, and not quite sure how that will play out. So maybe a little bit of volatility tonight there. At the same time, and surprisingly, John Key just resigned as the Prime Minister of New Zealand, which after 8 years of being the Prime Minister, so quite a surprise there. I don't think that's going to move the markets too much, and I think they're in pretty good shape over there. Just goes to show what can be achieved when you have a smaller level of government where decisions can be made and economies can be nimble. So that's what's going on around the world there. Domestically, we're through the parliamentary season, so that's good news. It does impact on us in a couple of areas. I've spoken before that Centrelink will be changing their payment arrangements for retirees from the 1st of January. You should by now have got a letter from them giving you guidance as to what to expect. We have a simulator here that can run through the maths and show how you can adjust the kind of level of pension you'll get by making certain decisions. So we very much hope to see as many of you as we can. If you're still delayed in doing that and that goes into next year, you will still be able to get your revised pension as changes are made there. So it's not quite a use it or lose it type situation. In superannuation, we finally got the legislation through. Still quite complex on around this 1.6 million and how that's counted for earnings, and I think there's a bit of arbitrage there. The main thing to be aware of is that there is a one-off opportunity to put in $540,000 before the 30th of June from your own resources. Once that is completed, life is going to change. Work-related super will be limited to $25,000 minus tax. So over 5 years you're going to be struggling to put in $70,000, $80,000 net. So that's a disappointment. So there is this opportunity, and again we'll be running seminars in the new year as to how best to get that. Before you sell assets, remember there could be capital gains tax, so we do really need to think this through. Finally, we have our Christmas function next week, the Manly Skiff Club, which is a great venue, and I'm very much looking forward to seeing many of you there. So that's enough for today, and happy Christmas again to you all.